G'day everyone and welcome to another Wasabicar's video. So today it's Australian cars, Australian muscle cars, and I've got a slideshow lined up for you. Check it out. Check out this contraption. This holds my camera. I'm pretty proud of that. Okay, so Australian muscle cars. Yes, we had muscle cars in Australia. No, not like American cars with their you know, built from the factory for the drag strip. We had none of that sort of stuff, but we had performance cars and they were used in racing. So, you know, they're Australia's muscle cars. And the one you see right there is a drawing I did of a A9X Tirana. It's like a 1970, 77, 78, 79 two-door coupe. Liftback. Anyway, I'm pretty proud of that drawing. I should draw again. I should get back into that. Okay, so the first car I want to show you is an LC Tirana, and this was I think based on the Vauxhall Viva, so it's a British car. So it came out to Australia, had a 4-cylinder, and I think we had the 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder Tiranas. This one is an LC GTR. Looks pretty great, yeah. It's got those black steel rims, and it's in great, neat condition. The LC's got that busy front. I don't really like it. I do prefer the LJ Tirana, personally, and that's one right there. And it's got a much neater nose. And this one here is a GTR XU1, and it's got yeah, triple carburetors, 6-cylinder engine, 202 cubic inch. And this was a real giant killer on Australian tracks. And it's a car that has many fans in Australia. And here's the back. That's the back of a GTR. Please excuse my slideshow craft. Anyway, so this black and white GTR XU1, really neat, nice sort of blackouts, looks pretty cool. And you can see on the front fender here, it's got that GTR XU1 sticker above the flutes, I think we used to call those. So with then Holden, which is General Motors Holden, they moved on from this smaller Tirana. We moved up to a bigger Tirana. And I guess it was Australian medium-sized car. And this is an LX Tirana, same as the drawing, but it's a 4-door. And it's an SLR 5000, which was always a 4-door, and it had the 5-litre Australian designed and built V8 engine. So there's the 4-door, and here's the 2-door. Again, similar to the one I just did a drawing of. This is an SS. It doesn't have those big over fenders, but I see it's got a drop tank. I don't know if that's like just covering a regular tank or it's a real drop tank. But anyway, I like this car. So next I want to show you is the Monaro. Now Monaro was Australia's sort of first muscle car coupe, I guess you'd say. And I have a photo here. I think I took it at Kmart. Yeah, that's right. Now, it's not a really good photo because it doesn't really show you what the car looks like. However, completely coincidentally, above my computer is that, and that is a 1968 Bathurst winner. 327 cubic inch, yes, the Chevy, HK Monaro. So that is the front of that. Damn, this is impressive movie making. Sorry. Okay, so from the from the HK Monaro we moved on to the HT Monaro, and this one had the 350 cubic inch Chevy engine and different taillights, sort of a different back treatment. And then there was another one, the HG GTS Monaro, which was another minor update. The next big update was the HQ, and this is a personal favourite of mine. Absolutely, I love this car. This one's got the Australian built 5-litre engine, and it's beautiful red with blackouts and also orange blackouts. I don't get it. And this one is I love this car. I would love to have this car. So neat. The HQ is a classic for me. Okay, now see that really rounded headlight surround and rounded grille and rounded nose cone, I guess. So from here we moved on to the HJ, and this one is a 2-door version, and it's got the squarer front, yeah, the squarer grille headlight surrounds, blinkers, indicators. Yeah. So this particular green Monaro belonged to a mate of mine from school. His name was Alan Wong. I hope I don't get sued for mentioning his name or you know, people's names. But he took me for a drive in it, and it went like a rocket. It was great fun. And here's the same car but a bit later, because the wheels are different, I notice. Here he's got the 5-slotters, and that's my red Univega bike. Oh man, takes me back. So next I want to show you a couple of sort of same shape Monaros, and this one's a HXLE Monaro. Notice those honeycomb rims from Pontiac. This was a limited production 600, made basically to get rid of old parts, you know, old bodies that they had lying around Holden. And next I want to show you a HZ. This was the last update for this shape. Again, look at those Pontiac rims. Geez, how's this old school slideshow going? Okay, now that's the last of the Holdens that I want to show you. Next I want to move on to Fords. And for Ford Australia, we basically had the Falcon from the US. We didn't have the 2-door, but we had this one here, this 4-door. Yeah, so this was painted bronzy gold. They had a 289 Windsor. And this was Australia's, I guess, you know, tarted up muscle car back in the day. Yeah. Things moved on pretty quick from here. I mean, there was the XT, which was a minor update, but then the next one, the XW, things got hot. This is when they got cool. So engine capacity was up to 351, I think, and also, yeah, high performance engine. So the Phase 1, the Phase 2, GTHO Falcons, and here is a GTHO Phase 3, an XY, and these things are really sought after by collectors. You know, staggering prices at auctions. You know, really nice cars, really nice. And check out the engine of one. You know, that looks straight out of an American car, wouldn't you say? Well, there is that steering wheel if you look right through the hole in the hood. Yeah. So then from the XY we went back to XA. A much bigger car, or much bigger looking. And this particular one is very special. This is a Phase 4. And there was some debate whether the Phase 4 was actually built, I guess, or released, because they just made a handful, and it looks to have gotten axed as a program. So what we see here is an unofficial, semi-official Phase 4. Yeah, the politicians sort of didn't get too thrilled about the idea of faster and faster cars on Australia's roads and all that sort of boring stuff. So they had the 4-door and the 2-door, and this hardtop is hot. I love the vinyl roof on this one too. And that rear guard has got really thin 5-spoke wheels. It was built for big rubber. We've got an XB, which is an update, a 4-door. We've got an XB John Goss Special. Again, it's a hardtop Ford, a coupe. That's another one. And then the XC, which was the last update for the shape, a Cobra. Looks pretty smart, yeah? Really nice. Okay, and that's the last of the Ford muscle cars that I'd like to show you. So now we're going to move on to Valiants, you know, Mopars, Australia's Chrysler. And the first one people from America may recognize. Is it a Dodge Dart? I don't know. But in Australia that is a VF Valiant. VF, is that right? And it's a Pacer, so this was the performance model. It has a 225 slant 6 engine. And this one's a little bit rough, but I don't mind. This is how I like it, actually. Mostly original, a bit rough is perfect for me. Oh damn, love that style. So from here, Chrysler upped their game too. They went to a Charger, and this was a locally built and designed Charger. So it doesn't look like the US one at all. Well, not at all, but and look at the script, the Charger writing and the RT badging. It looks similar to the American one. And you'll notice there's a 4 there on the black stripe, and that stands for E49. It ain't no 4-cylinder. And here's the 6. 265 cubic inch, triple Webers. And this was a damn powerful car. Hemi heads. And yeah, great performance car from Australia. Notice the extra capacity fuel tank. And there's not much room in there at all. Okay, so from this Valiant Charger, I want to take you to the 4-door version, which is a, and again a sporty one, so it's a pacer, this one. Very rare, I think I've seen just 2 in my life. Okay, well this one's an interesting one, and it's interesting because this is a 770 Charger. And this was actually released in Japan, though it did have quad circular headlights. So I'm really got my eye out for this car. If I ever see one, if I ever see a rusting one somewhere, I'm going to track it down and I'm going to document it because I really want to see it. Anyway, so I hope I can see one of these. So there you go, guys, that's the big 3. General Motors, Ford and Chrysler. Now the next one, yes there's more, is a really ugly car from Leyland. And the reason I'm showing you this is because it was designed by the same gentleman who designed the Prince Skyline Sport. It's a car I've showed on my channel, and it's a beautiful 2-door and convertible. Sorry, it's a beautiful coupe and convertible. But this one here is a shocker. It's horrendous. Look at the lines, would you? Who would buy that? I think there's only a handful of these left in existence, but that's how it was from the start. A couple may have got shipped to the UK, and the rest are in Australia in museums or something like that. Here's a shot of the huge rear. God, look at that. Bizarre. And then we've got a shot of the interior. So I took these photos at a Brisbane car show, I guess 20 years ago. At a guess. And there's the big ugly front fender. Okay guys, well, that's my slideshow, my granddad slideshow, with my magnificent slideshow apparatus. And I'll tell you what, my back's pretty sore from leaning over. Oh, like a granddad myself. Okay, so there you go guys, that's some Australian cars and something a bit different, so I hope you enjoyed. Okay, so take it easy, see ya.